If you've ever wondered what it means when we tell you we're going to self-level under your new shower base, this is what that process looks like. We're on a project here today in Katy, Texas, and we're going to be installing a new solid surface shower base for this 5-foot shower. The shower base comes from the manufacturer already sloped correctly to the drain, but if we install it on a surface that's not perfectly flat, you can mess that drainage up pretty quick. So you can see here we're on a second floor. It's a plywood subfloor. This applies on concrete as well on the first floor. So what happens is, in a 5-foot span like this, we've seen floors being out of level as much as 1/8 of an inch all the way up to 3/4 of an inch. And that will obviously mess up the drainage for your brand new shower base. So we want to level it, and we don't want to do it the quick, cheap way by using little, wood wedges or plastic spacers or something like that, because those things can move over time. So this is the quality way to do it, where you do this once and you're not having to fool with it again. It does take a little extra time. I'll walk you quickly through the steps involved here. First is going to be preparing the substrate, in this case the plywood subfloor. Then we're actually going to use a primer. So you don't see that here, but the instructions for the self-level compound say we need to use a primer underneath it. That'll help the compound last and really stay applied here and cure the way it's supposed to. So we do apply the primer first. I know a lot of guys skip that step because, again, they don't read the instructions or they don't care. And once that primer is set up, which it takes usually a couple of hours, maybe a little less, then we're able to get our self-level compound ready to go. And so what you're seeing now, that is setting up. You can see it kind of has more of a shiny finish there. You don't want to step on it or touch it at this stage. It's found a level, and we want it to harden in this state. And once it hardens, of course, it won't have as much of that shiny appearance. This takes anywhere from 2 hours to 4 hours. So my guys are at lunch right now while I'm filming this. We're hoping to get it nice and hard today and then put the base on top. However, humidity may not permit that to happen. We may end up having to come back in the morning for the base, in which case I'll have my guys start doing other preparatory work for the walls. So this is one of those extra steps. We want to take it because we offer permanent build quality. I want to do this once and do it right. We are not facing any additional leveling or drainage problems in the future. One last note here, we have to do some other preparatory work with this. There's a 2-inch drain pipe. So the drain body itself that attaches the base to this pipe, that drain is wider than the pipe, so you have to have clearance around it, which is why we used a bucket here. That bucket's obviously not going to stay, in case you're wondering. So it does get pulled once the concrete has hardened. And then we set up the blocking here just to kind of keep the self-level in its moorings while it's hardening. I don't know if you can see in the corner, we also use a little silicone right there. So this is designed to keep that concrete from coming out. Definitely can have some oops moments if you don't prep carefully. But again, this should be ready for, or should be cured, by the way, enough to put the base on today. So we're hoping this is a rapid set product that we chose. We're hoping it works out where we can set the base today, but if not, we're not just gonna be hasty with it. We can come back tomorrow and get this part done. So if you're wondering again about self-level, there's a reason we do this and most other contractors don't, because again, it takes time and money, but this is the proper way. In 95+% of cases, you're not gonna have a flat floor unless you apply level. So we will see you guys out there.